Well, Bad Lou, it's your godfather, Wolf. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are on another episode of MLB Front Office Manager of the Washington Nationals Series. If you missed any of the other episodes, they're available on the channel in the playlist for Season 2 and Season number 1 if you missed that. Also available on the channel in the playlist. So here we are taking on the Florida Marlins in opening day of the MLB. And if you missed that, like I said, that first season, it was a barn burner, and we lost in the NLCS to the Florida Marlins. So this is a little bit of revenge, perhaps, for this Washington Nationals ball club. 0-2 to count now to Tony Gwynn. And Gwynn is going to ground out the short. One down. I do apologize if I sound a little nasally. Allergies have gotten me pretty congested here. And there's Placido Polanco to the scoreboard and out there to the warning, or to the wall out there. And Polanco is in there with a one-out double. Sinsu Chu. And there is Chu, who has another shot, this time again out there to the wall of the scoreboard. And Placido Polanco will score, so the first tally belongs to the Washington Nationals. It's now 1-0. Littleton, 2 down. Chu stays at second. Here comes Burson. 0-2 now to count to Burson. And Burson fouls it off. Another foul by Burson. And there's another base hit again out there to the wall by the scoreboard out there in left field. Chu will score 2-0 Nationals. Burson in there at second. Joe Buck will take his cuts here. 0-2 now to Buck Burson trying to run. He got him. Got him looking. Joe Buck goes down. Or is that John Buck? Maybe it's John Buck. I said Joe. Maybe it is Joe Buck. I'm not quite sure. But it is Buck nonetheless. 0-2 the count now is John Hinson on the mound. Looking pretty sharp here. And Chu out there in right field got a lot of ground to cover, but is going to put him away. So Littleton is out number 1. Oh, and 1 to count. 0-2 now. Got him. So 2 down. 0-2 now the count. There's the base hit. Abel got to play this off there. Abel got to play that off the hop out there, off the wall by the scoreboard. So left field seems to be where everybody's batting to, or hitting to, I should say. Burson out number 3 there. Here comes Troy Glaus. Still has that big contract here in Washington. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's definitely off, for sure. 1-2 now the count to Troy Glaus. He struck him out. Troy Glaus. Angel Baroa. 0-2 now to count to Baroa. Still 0-2 now. And Baroa will ground out the short. 2 down. Here comes John Hinson. And Hinson has hit some pretty good balls here. Last season, he got a couple clutches that allowed this team to get a couple tallies, but nonetheless not happening here as Littleton steps on the bag at first. That retires the side. So we have played 1.5. And it is 2-0 Nationals. Here comes Ross now, or Ross rather. 0-2 now the count to Ross. 1-2. And Abel out there. Abel puts him away in left field. One down. Jeremy Hermida. 0-1 now the count to Hermida. 0-2 now. Henson. There's the shot out there to center field. Gwynn got to play this one off the hop out there, up the wall out there. And he is going to be in there with the triple. Will he chance it for an inside the park home run? I am not quite sure. I don't think so. No, he did not. So Hermida in there with the triple. Burson will step on the bag at first, and that is 2 down. Hermida will stay there at third. Here comes Case. 0-1 now to count the Case. 0-2 now. Got him. Struck him out. Tony Gwynn. And Gwynn again to Littleton. 1 down. Costello Polanco. 2-0 to count to Polanco. Now 2-1. 2-2 now. Polanco takes a rip. 2-2. The count is full now. 3-2, and he'll take a base. So Costello Polanco will walk here. Here comes Sin-So Chu. Who had a base hit later, came around to score. And Chu drives it deep, way back there into left center field. Actually rips up there. Polanco on his way to score. Chu on his way to third. And he's in there with the triple. So an RBI triple for Sin-So Chu. Another tally. It's now 3-0 Washington here in the third. Here comes Abel. He's been patrolling left field this game. 3-0 now, the count. And 4-pitch walk for Abel. Here comes Burson. Mora over there. And that is out. Number 2. Joe Buck. That's it. It is Joe Buck. So Joe Buck struck out, I believe, his last time up. And he struck out again, Joe Buck. Bottom of the third, 3-0. Washington. 0-2 now the count. Got him, struck him out. James Littleton. 0-2 now the count to Littleton. Still 0-2 as he fouls it off. Abel out there in left field, going to make a lot of ground here. Abel got him. 2 down. Oh, and 2 now the count here. Got him, struck him out. Here comes Troy Glaus, who struck out his last time up. As I said, when Glaus is on, he's on. When he's off, he's definitely off. 0-2 now the count to Troy Glaus. 1-2 now to Glaus. And Troy Glaus base hit into right field. So the leadoff man is aboard here in the 4th inning. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Angel Baroa. Baroa 0 for 1 here in this one. 1-1 now the count. 1-2 the count. Still 1-2. Got him, struck him out. One and one now the count. 1-2. And that's that. Yes, that's a base hit into right field. Plays it off the wall back there. Troy Klaus on his way home will score, and there is that power of the bat by the pitcher, John Henson, that I talked about earlier. Tony Gwynn, top of the order. And Gwynn this time base hit into right field. Actually, it's right center field. Henson on his way home to score. It's now 5-0, Washington. Placido Polanco. Polanco to Mora. Flips it to the second for one. On the first, not in time, as Polanco will beat it out. 2 down. And here comes Sin-So Choo. 0-2 to count to Choo. And Choo will ground out. Actually, it'll go to second for the force out. But 2 more are added here. And it's 5-0 Washington at the middle 4. Three and 2 to count full. He struck him out. John Henson again. Another strikeout. He's got 5 in this one. One and 1 to count. 1 and 2. Still 1 and 2 now. And Abel out there in left field going to put it away for the second out. And he does. 2 down. Comes Ross. 0-2 now to count to Ross. Polanco at second puts him away. 2 down. Well, actually, that retires the side there. So the side is retired. We go to the top of the 5th inning as Abel steps up, the left fielder. 1-1 now to count to Abel. 1-2 now. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Abel to Littleton. And he's out number 1. And Littleton flips it to the pitcher covering, and Burson is out number 1. So Joe Buck will come out. And that's going to bring in Braylon Pena. So Braylon Pena will come in. Maybe he'll get something going here. Joe Buck just ain't get anything going. Doing a masterful job on the defensive side catching, but cannot get the back going, so he's coming out. 2-1 now to count to Braylon Pena. 3-1 now to count. And Pena will take a base. Troy Klaus, base hit his last time up into right field, struck out twice. Struck out again, Troy Klaus, that retires the side. Oh and 1 now the count. 0-2. 1-2 now. Still fouls it off. He's still 1-2. 2-2 now the count. 3-2. There it is again. 3-2. The count is full. Another full count coming up. Another full count. He's got him hitting. And he got him. He walked it. He walked it. And John Henson is going to come out here. And that's going to bring in Howard Kennedy. Howard Kennedy, of course, called up from the AAA. For one, going on to second for one, on to the first. And that is 2 down. Great double play there by the Nationals. But a great job goes out to John Henson, who pitched a great game And Kennedy will take a 4-pitch walk there. I'm not sure why he walked him, but nonetheless. Case. 1-2 the count. Out there to Chu in right field. Chu. Out number 3, retires to side. We go to the top half of the 6th inning. Angel Baroa is the batter. And Baroa is out number 1 as he just grounded out to Littleton there at first. One and 0 the count. 2-0. 1-2, or 2-1, excuse me. 3-1 the count. 3-2 the count is full. The count is full here, 3-2. Still 3-2. Ripping at him. Can't straighten him up. He walked him. So another base on balls allowed by Kennedy. Or actually, I take that back. That is not Kennedy. We're in the top half of the 6th inning. Moore. So my apologies for the miscommunication. And Tony Gwynn strikes him out. Nice ringing him up there, if you will. Placido Polanco is the batter. He's got 0-2 to count. Polanco grounds out to Mora on the first, or on the second rather, for the force out, and that retires the side. Get a little confused here. It's been a long game, ladies and gentlemen, but a good one. 5-0 Washington. Littleton, base hit into left field. One and 0 the count. 1-1. 2-1. And here it goes. Another shot out there to left field. And Abel is there. One down. Littleton back to first. Here in the 6th inning, bottom half to 6. It's 5-0 Washington. Troy Glaus on the second for 1. On the first double play, gets him out of the inning. We go to the top half of the 7th inning. Chu, Abel, and Burson are due up. Three and 0 to Sinso Chu, and Chu takes a 4-pitch walk. James Abel, the left fielder. Abel flip it to first, or second for 1 on the first double play. Another double play turned by the Florida Marlins. 0-2 now the count. That retires the side there. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 7th inning stretch coming at you. Ramsey, Ross, and Hermida will be the batters in this one. Kennedy still on the mound. 0-1 now the count. 0-2. Still 0-2. Got to straighten that one up. 1-2 now. To Troy Glaus on the Burson. One down. Nobody yet to go yard here in this one. All the runs coming from the 5 runs coming from the Nationals have been all in the park. There's some great clutch base hitting here. And there is Chu for out number 2 in right field. Chu playing it, controlling it great. Hermida, Burson, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Top half of the 8th inning. Waylon Pena is the batter. He walked his last time up after entering the ball game for Joe Buck last inning. Or last batting, his last bat rather. And Pena 0-2. Pena right there to Littleton, and he's out number 1. Troy Glaus, who's had a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a few strikeouts, a base hit. And he struck out again. Troy Glaus's woes continue, ladies and gentlemen, as he gets another strikeout. And there is Angel Baroa, who is out number 3. That retires the side. Bottom half of the 8th inning coming up. Amendaga. And it looks like we're going to bring in Leon Bean will come in for Kennedy, who is tiring out. One and one now the count. 1-2. And Troy Glaus is doing his job in defense, but the offense not coming off for Troy Glaus. But there is out number 1 nonetheless. Here comes Case. Case to Abel out there in left field, out the plate off the hop. So Case gets himself a base knock here to start off his at bat in the 8th inning. He's going to steal. Waylon Pena, the throw is not in time. He's safe, so a good job of stealing an man in scoring position here for the Florida Marlins. Three and two. Abel out there in left field, got to play off the hop, and here comes the first tally for the Florida Marlins as Case will come in. There's the throw to second, and he is safe. So a double is in there for Moore. Littleton, who's been doing a great job out there at first base on the defensive side. 1-2 to count. Shin-Soo Choo out there in right field. And he's going to tag up and move to third. And he'll get there. So another run 90 feet away, perhaps. Oh, and 2 to count. Shin-Soo Choo out there in right field, and it's stifled. Nobody comes in there. That retires the side. We go to the top half of the 9th inning. Bean, Gwynn, and Polanco are due up. And Beam strikes out swinging. So 1 down, Tony Gwynn, who's had an RBI in this one. He struck out once. He's 1 for 4. And Tony Gwynn again, a strikeout victim. Placido Polanco. Polanco is out. Retires the side. We go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. 5-1 Nationals. Here comes Mora. And Beam looks like he's going to go the distance here and finish this game out. Well, not go the distance, he looks like he's going to finish this out anyway. Shin-Soo Choo, out number 1. Nice job out there in right field for Shin-Soo Choo. Puts him away. One and 0 the count. Abel out there, got to play it off the hop out there on the wall, out there by the scoreboard, and Ramsey is in there with the double. One and 2 now the count for Cross. And Cross strikes out, so they're down to their final out here. And Chu records the third out. And that will end the game. A win here. Perhaps, as I said at the beginning of this game, perhaps a little bit of revenge here enacted by the Washington Nationals, as the Washington Nationals come out firing 5-1 the final. And like I said, retribution perhaps for the NLCS last season. But I do appreciate everybody stopping by. Much love to every single one of you. Looks like we got Nick, Lolesco on the mound against Daniel Black. But like I said, a great win for everybody. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Make sure you scratch those claw marks in the bottom right corner of your screen if you're new. Become a member of the Wolfpack fam today. Do not forget to snip and bite into the bell icon. Become part of the notification squad. And do not forget to like this video. It is much appreciated. We will catch you in the next video the next time for the Washington Nationals MLB front office marriage. This has been the Wolfman Lewis, your Godfather Wolf. Ow!